tickets for tonight, right? At the games?
Yeah. All right. Well, we went to a haunted house the other night. Well, a fun haunted house, but
you call it fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But this week, I went down to Monticello, and there was a real haunted house down there. In fact, in 2009, it was named the most haunted house in America. It's called the Allen House. Go ahead and take a look. When you think of haunted locations around the natural state, most people will point to Northwest Arkansas and Eureka Springs at the Crescent Hotel. But few know about a location in southern Arkansas. We're talking about Monticello. It's called the Allen House, and it's actually one of the most haunted locations in the entire country. This week, we're checking it out for Adventure Arkansas. Come on.
I heard that it was haunted, like, sometimes during the October month, the ghost of the woman that used to live here will be out on the balcony.
6 years ago, the Spencer family moved to Monticello and instantly fell in love with the architecture, despite warnings from virtually everyone in town to stay away from the haunted Allen House.
We were just drawn to the house. It was, for us, not even a question. I mean, if it was haunted, it was haunted.
History shows that in 1948, a woman named Liddell Allen committed suicide in the master bedroom, and it is her spirit that roams the 105-year-old Victorian home.
When we first moved into the house, we had a lot of paranormal investigative groups contact us. They all wanted to come in and do investigations, and this one group said that they would do a very scientific and objective investigation, that they were primarily about debunking hauntings. And they came back about a month after their investigation for their reveal session. The lead investigator said, you know, people always want to ask us whether their house is haunted. And he said, do you want to ask us that question? And I said, yeah, sure. Is our house haunted? He said, yes, definitely.
So what exactly did they find? Well, listen to some of these recordings. A little difficult to decipher, but combine the voices with some of the strange happenings to the Spencer family, and it's hard not to believe there is something very eerie about this home.
I walked up the stairs one night at the conclusion of an investigation, and looked down the hallway, the empty hallway. We didn't have anything out there at the time, and I saw just the figure of a small child.
I was just, watching TV, and then all of a sudden the TV just turned off.
You seen Jacob? But like it wasn't him. It was the doppelganger, like taking on his form.
On our tour of the Allen House, we went to rooms with paranormal history, such as the dining room, the attic.
No, we're not going back up there tonight.
The master bedroom.
The master bedroom suite, by the way, was sealed by Liddell's mother, and it remained sealed for 37 years.
And even a bonus, a Halloween maze in the backyard.
In addition to our regular tours, we set up a maze in the backyard on the grounds, and the maze is full of creatures and scary things that jump out at you.
And while we had a great time at the Allen House, our findings didn't lead us to any ghosts that night, so we personally don't know if it's truly haunted. But one thing is certain about this home. On that note, it is time to get out of here. For Channel 7 News, I'm Chris Kane. And it was a lot of fun. I really want to thank the Spencer family for letting us come and invade their home, and the ghosts who live there for letting us come and hang out.
And not bothering you.
And not bothering us. Yeah, that was really nice. But hey, Mark Spencer has a book coming out. It's called A Haunted Love Story in January, and it talks about all of his real life experiences living in there with his family, and as well the real story behind the hauntings of the house, because a lot of people don't know that, the real story of how she committed suicide and the hauntings and why she's still there. So it's a pretty cool little deal. It comes out in January 2012.
It brings up a good question. Do you believe in ghosts? And since you were, do you believe? Chris?
I don't know. I don't think I really do.
Yeah.
It would take something like what they've seen. I'm sure, they've seen enough to have convinced them, but it would take something like that to convince me.
Did anything creepy happen while you were there?
The one thing that did happen, I walked up to the front door, and they say you can only hear ghost talk most of the time on recording devices, and that's why a lot of paranormal, like what we saw, you hear, that's all recordings.
Right.
And so when I walked up to the front door, just for fun, I opened it up, and I said, Liddell, I'm home, are you here? And in the background, our photographer, Martin Couch, said he heard, and we have it on film, but it's just not enough to convince me. But it is a little
Martin
weird.
may have been messing with you.
That's
Oh, yeah?
a little bit.
Well, I'll show you. See, and hey, they have this show coming out. Bio Channel did an entire piece on this family and the home and the history. And they have some video that we couldn't show because we don't own it, but they showed it to me. And there's something really weird in the video, like something's flying to the ceiling. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. That creeped me out more than anything.
And now people watching, you can't go in and just tour their home.
You can. You have to call ahead to tour, and you can go. Halloween's a big time for them right now, and they've got the haunted maze. You can take the tour, and only on Saturday night you can actually go and do your own investigation. So if you want to go down there on Saturday night, they'll let you bring a video camera, recordings, and you can do your own investigation in the house.
Very cool.
Call ahead though, don't just show up.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Good idea. All right. Thanks, Chris.
No
Pretty
problem.
cool.
Yeah, it was